Hey guys, it's Ander here with Clandano Gaming. I will be making a video, Zerg versus Terran. I will be playing Tygo S in this game. It was a fairly good game, I enjoyed it. I think you guys might enjoy watching it too. But, the beginning's pretty boring, nothing special. We both go standard, he's got his wall off. I'm going for speedlings, but it won't really matter in the end because he doesn't early attack or anything. He gets that little scout in, and he completes his wall off, and he sees that I'm going to expand, and he's nice enough to throw this bad boy down. That creates a real pain for me, and he cancels it. So that was actually a pretty good play on his part. He also goes for the expansion himself because he thinks he can get away with it. Because I'll be expanding myself. So I get just enough gas to get that speedling upgrade and make a baneling nest later in the game. And he actually gets his expansion up before I do, so kudos to him. And I get these Zerglings out for protection, and I end up sending them in. Because I actually scouted this expansion earlier and thought I might get some kills. So they run around, kill some stuff. And units lost, we can see I actually am able to kill more expensive units. So that's good. And just keeping up with the larva injects over here. I'm not really focusing on gas at this point. You can see I got that one going, but that's enough. I made that baneling nest as promised. I got some major defense going. And he's got a lot of bunkers. He loves the bunkers. And the fence picks up, and I start going for gas here. I'm going to slow it down. And at this point, I go for my third expansion, because I can tell he doesn't have expansion. I got overlords on strategic positions on the map, where they most likely and hopefully won't die. I got this drone here to battle the enemy, because drones are good against the enemy. And I go for evolution chambers, 3 of them. I have all this extra gas and minerals. He's not attacking, so I figure this is the perfect time to get those upgrades. And here I make banelings. I already got the centrifuge hooks because that's just a necessary part of banelings. Especially if there's siege tanks. Siege tanks will just destroy banelings in seconds. He scans that, finds out about that, so that's no good. But he does not make an effort to take care of it. And he just kind of builds this. And I put my army in. He's moving his army. And there's a little clash. He salvages that. Probably a mistake on his part. Those banelings explode almost all of his units, and these leftover Zerglings just eat up guys. And he is way behind resource-wise when the unit's lost. I have this, and now I have 2 expansions saturated, and I'm still just punching out these upgrades. And at this point, I'm switching to roaches. That burrow, I got that first this game, because he didn't have any missile turrets up on that front lines. And just in case he had siege tanks, I would be able to get close and kill him real quick and minimize damage taken. I'm just keeping up with larva injects at this point. And these roaches do some burrow sneak in attack. And I wait, and bam, he throws out 3 missile turrets. I pop up, blow them up. Everything is exploded at this point. And I do this little battle. He's got lots of marauders, which are good against roaches, but I just outnumber him at this point. I don't want to take it to these bunkers because the odds just wouldn't be good. So I heal these roaches up with the burrow and focus more on saturating. So now I got 3 expansions saturated. And I am just a flying I'm going for the second round of upgrades, upgrading this so I can get the third round of upgrades and build some Ultralisk later. But these roaches are burrowing around, doing him some scouting. We'll notice he's building up an army. He really needs to get up this expansion at this point in time, because he has a major disadvantage. But I'm not going to let that happen, because I know what kind of advantage I have right now. And I run 2 squads Zerlings. The first ones I make into Banelings, and the second ones I'm going to use to get a surround on those Marauders. And I'm going for the third round of upgrades here, and just keeping up with that larva inject. Bam! Humongous battle. I was just outmatched in the end. Too many Marauders. The Banelings got most of the Marines though, so that was good. And he is getting his expansion up as necessary, but I am getting these roaches over here. And I'm going to be going in for the attack. He's loving the missile turrets. I am just getting tons of resources, and at this point I know it's a lost cause, and I just have to run away, saving as many roaches as I can, which is 3. And just keeping up with the old larva injects. And bam, I get out the Ultralisk den. And you can see I'm going for the Chintinius skin plating. And third round of upgrades. If you can tell me what that is eating, I would really like to know, because it fascinates me. I go for another expansion here, just to keep ahead of him. I know he's got that expansion going. And I have to get these drones somewhere. That's a lot of drones just sitting around. And just keeping up. And this is where I move out. I make Banelings, Ultralisks, and Speedlings, which I have not given adrenal gland, which is a mistake. And bam, I get it right there. And he tries to run away, but those Speedlings are just too fast. He regroups. But the Ultralisks plus those Banelings, it is beautiful. This repair would usually work on lesser units, but Ultralisks just destroy it. This +3 upgrade, we see everything disappear. And bam, he leaves the game. At this point, he was fucked. He had 100 minerals and a couple Marines and these guys. And that is not enough to take on this many Ultralisks. 10 Ultralisks. But he did try to do a fakey medivac, as you can see, to try to convince me to call my army back. It would have worked better if he'd put actual units in the medivacs, but personal decision, I guess. The fakey did not work. I was caught up in the moment. And that was the game. So, thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you guys next time.